Welcome to Nerd Anthology, the podcast where we obsess over cinema, streaming in every nerd universe in between. From Star Wars to Percy Jackson, we've got hot takes, deep dives, and absolute chaos every single week.
Special episode time. Special episode.
Yeah, we wanted to catch up because we have something very special planned for our finale of Percy Jackson. So we wanted to
Catch
up before then.
Yes, and I'm glad we are. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Let's get right into it. Percy Jackson, episode 6, season 2. Nobody gets the fleece. We finally start off with our favorite person, our favorite character, Tyson. And
Brother.
we find out something about him. I think he's breathing under the water. No?
Yeah, it was. So for me, personally, I don't know. I haven't read the books in a very long time, but it really did feel like Poseidon had entered the chat in that moment, and maybe his Poseidon powers are activating.
Yes, I do think. From what it looked like, what did you guys think? Did you think it looked like he was breathing under the water? Because it did to me. That's what I got from the scene. However, it was a really fun scene. We see him under the water on the water floor, and then that bracelet shows up, and some sparkly activity happens in the background that you don't see, but we know it's hippocampus. It started off good. We started off with a good scene.
They came in hard and fast, and I was so happy to see Tyson back. I think last episode I wanted proof of life. And thankfully we got exactly that within like the first few seconds.
Yes, like starting off strong with a good scene. Everyone, if this scene would have been in a movie theater, everyone would have been cheering and would have.
And probably 100%.
Right. Yes, very that. But then it gets weird. It goes from that scene to a weird scene where we see Percy's in like a nightmare. Like the campers at the camp are all dead, and we see a figure come into the room, and it's Thalia, which I don't understand this.
I'm not counting it out, but I wouldn't be overly shocked if she shows up.
Because that would be wild.
It really, like in that moment, it was giving prophecy.
Right.
And yeah, no, I think there is a chance she might be alive. Now, it's been a minute for me. It's been a minute for me to, like I said, watch the books to the TV show. So I don't know every single little tiny detail, but the way that she rose up the hood was giving alive still.
Right. I agree with you. It was interesting that Percy dreamt of her thinking he thought it was Kronos, but it was Thalia. So I don't know what in the writer's mind this is leaning towards. Maybe it is that Thalia's alive.
Well, it's to me what's weird about the entire situation. Percy never knew Thalia.
I was just about to say the same thing.
So if anyone's going to have a dream with her in it, it would be Annabeth or Luke.
Yes, that was the other thing I was about to mention. I don't know how he would even know what she looked like. Like, do they have photos at the camp? Has anyone seen a photo at a camp of anybody?
I don't think, the other thing is, I don't think, like, according to the flashback scene earlier, I don't remember what episode it was in. Was it 4? It was 4 or 5. And the only person who would know of her would be Annabeth or Luke.
Right.
Nothing in between there.
Right. I agree. I truly don't know what the intention of this was. Like, our dreams, question for everybody, are dreams for demigods more so like visions than dreams? Like, can they see things in a dream that they haven't seen before, like a true vision?
I'm not 100% sure.
Hmm.
I think with Percy, I don't know how to describe it, but like with Percy, I find that some of his dreams are real, like an
Right.
actual prophecy. Because if you think back about the beginning of the season, Percy was having vivid dreams of Grover in the wedding dress.
That's true. That is true. And then they could see each other within their dreams or like speak to each other within their dreams. So maybe I just am not so familiar with the lore of demigods. Maybe they do have some kind of connection to like prophecy or visions within their dreams. Because it is interesting because during this scene, when he wakes up, he does mention that his mother has stated that she loves how dreams are true or whatever he said, or like what I don't know what the like actual sentence was,
It
but
was
basically,
similar
yeah, basically saying that dreams are real
ish.
ish, real ish. So I don't know, but it was interesting to me that he saw Thalia and knew what she looked like, and it was Thalia's face. So it was interesting. Let's see. Now, Polyphemus's monologue that he has in this scene before, like, it gets really funny. When he like lives alone, you can only rely on yourself to protect your treasures, and outsiders are food to him, or others are outsiders or food to him. If you trust nobody, then you live, is what he said. If you trust nobody, you live. How do we feel about this statement? Do we
You
think we
know,
could?
he might have a little bit of truth to that.
Honestly, I kind of agree. What do you guys think? Let us know down below, but I agree.
My head was thinking, you could be right here. Like, I was actually buying what he was selling in his monologue.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad. I'm glad you did, because I truly also thought like he was kind of given some real tea. Like, if you don't have to rely on anyone else, there's a lot of things that can't happen. No one can hurt you if you don't trust anybody. If you're alone, again,
Accurate.
and no one can harm you. You're on your little own world, and you build your world up to whatever you want it to be, and no one else has any say in it. So he was kind of clocking tea. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was actually like, oh, he has a point.
Yeah. Polyphemus has got a brain up in there. I mean, he's kind of still crazy, but
I mean, he has pulled some stunts where I'm like, okay.
honestly, he has pulled some stunts. I mean, he pulls one in this episode.
Exactly.
Let's get right into it. I mean, he's using Grover and Clarice for bait for Percy and Annabeth, even though I don't even know how he genuinely knows that they're there yet. But he's using them for bait, and it works. It works.
Yeah. Before he starts to use them as bait, though, I think we got another. It felt like a flashback.
Well, it wasn't a flashback. However, Luke comes to the table and tries to reach out to Annabeth somehow using some kind of device. He reaches out, he shows up in Annabeth's like path, and he's trying to warn her about Polyphemus, but she isn't having any of it because we know Annabeth's kind of particular. So she's kind of stubborn.
She's a girl that when she has a thought, I think she's very a personality. In the case that, like, no, Percy, we have a plan. We're not going off book.
Mm-hmm.
And even when Luke interrupts her, she's kind of like, I have a plan.
Yeah, she's like, we're good. Bye.
We don't need you.
Yeah, we don't need you, girl. But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, that scene that we seeing about, ooh.
Yeah. You guys know what scene we're talking about.
We're not there yet. But
we're not there yet, but we are though.
That was hard.
where we are though, you know what's funny is the comical. I feel like this episode and last episode had their comical scenes
Yeah,
where this one was Percy and Annabeth baying like sheep, trying to blend in with the sheeps with their skins over their bodies. And I was like, oh no, oh no.
it was in a way Polyphemus is not that bright, but in a way he is smart.
Yes, because in reality, and I want to ask this to you and viewers, when they were in this scene and when we see them actually acting as sheep and kind of bowing with the sheep, do we truly think they were tricking Polyphemus?
Yes and no.
Really? Ooh, elaborate.
Yes, because he didn't really catch on right away,
Mm-hmm.
but it went sideways quickly.
Yeah, it did go sideways for our friends here very quickly. I'm not sure though, and if he truly like bought into what they were trying to sell in this moment because he kind of chuckled a little bit. He kind of had a grin on his face. I don't know if he like counted the sheep and he's like, why are there two extra? But or if he could, well, I mean, I guess the sheepskin would cover their scent. So maybe it did for a minute. Maybe it did trick him for a second, but not for long. Things get dicey really quickly here.
Well, one thing about this episode is it all happened very fast and furious.
Yes, this was the shortest episode of the season, and it was very fast and furious. There wasn't a lot of like downtime in the episode. It was like go, 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 go. But it didn't feel rushed in any way to me.
No, for me, like this could just be a me thing, but I could have went a little bit longer with the episode.
Me too. I could have as well.
And the reason I say that is because, like, when I watched it for a third time, I was like, it's over already?
Hmm.
It was like I missed.
It was like so quick. Everything was so fast. Yeah, everything went so fast in this episode that I truly just it didn't feel rushed to me, but it did feel like a blink of an eye and we were at the end. And a lot
Right.
happened. A lot happened. Like I liked this episode. This was probably one of my favorite episodes.
Well, it's interesting that this was the shortest episode when I could have went longer. I could have actually had a little bit longer this time.
I'll agree. I actually think, and this might be a me opinion, like just a me thing here. I think I could have had a shorter episode last episode
Mm.
with the sirens. I think that episode kind of was a little bit too much. Like we could have cut it.
With the sirens, we could have shrunk down the first dude. I don't remember
Yeah.
his name that went to the sirens first.
Yeah.
Like that part could have been split in half. But
Hmm.
if they wanted to keep the episode length as to what it was, honestly, I could have used a little bit more of the comedy of Percy as
As
a
a guinea
sheep.
pig. Or this episode?
No, the
Oh,
guinea pig. My animal.
got you.
Percy has a wide range of acting skills this season. He's a hamster, guinea pig, all of that. What are we
Percy's
gonna
just every
what are we gonna turn him into next season?
hippocampus. Oh God, that is so
Maybe.
funny. But it's true. I do think this episode was a lot. I mean, we go right into it. Like find they find the fleece in the tree, find the fleece, but they also find Clarice and Grover at the bottom of this hole tied up, and
The
they're trying to
whole
warn them.
cave.
They're trying to warn them that it's a trap, but he can't hear them.
Well, they should have tried to tell Percy not to come down
Hmm.
right away because it was a trap.
It was a trap, which this is when things get quickly crazy because now Annabeth realizes something's up with this fleece because it's dripping paint and it's a fake fleece.
Where did Polyphemus get the gold paint?
That's a good question. Very solid question. Where did he get the paint? Like, hello? Maybe from a satyr, maybe that was passing through and
Someone else
maybe
that
was
he ate,
eaten.
maybe?
Yeah, but he has this fake fleece that they find out about now. And we also see Polyphemus coming after them. So the trap has been fully fledged, sprung.
Yeah.
Annabeth goes into hiding while Percy gets a little sunken. Like, Percy gets found out, the rope gets snapped, and he just gets in this hole. And now I'm like, girl,
R.I.P.
RIP. This plan was RIP.
It was a good plan until it wasn't. Like, who would have thought that Polyphemus would make a fake fleece?
Who thought? Yeah, Polyphemus is very smart and very not what you would think as a Cyclops. Like,
That part kind of had me a little shook.
I'm wondering if Polyphemus is part Cyclops, part something else, maybe.
Um, while we're on the topic of Polyphemus,
Mm-hmm.
I have a few behind the scenes things that I wanted to touch on.
Yes. Why, yes.
Well, yes. It kudos to the makeup team because it actually took 14 hours to create Polyphemus,
Mm-hmm.
prosthetic wise.
Period.
And there's a part in the book where Polyphemus proposes to Grover.
Yeah.
They didn't, obviously, they didn't use that in the show. However, behind the scenes, I get a fair bit of my information from the official Percy Jackson podcast on Disney Plus. That he actually proposed to Aaron behind the scenes.
Oh.
And it was interrupted by Walker. So on the podcast, Alec proposed to Aaron again, where he couldn't be interrupted because Walker wasn't there.
Oh. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Good. We love a good little. Now, if y'all aren't watching the official podcast, you guys should be watching that as well. We support the girlies.
Just because there isn't much Luke in this episode, we also talk in the podcast. They talk to the acting coach Andrew Malloy.
Mm-hmm.
He actually followed Charlie around. I'm assuming it was Vancouver. Only gave him like $3 and something, and he was like, "You." He was using this method to make it look like for Charlie to look paranoid and to just like get into the teen runaway situation.
Period. Oh, okay.
So there was a lot of behind the scenes acting with the coach to get them into like the hunch positions and their mannerisms. I found that really interesting. And they in the podcast they did show some behind the scenes of all that.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it, or watch it, rewatch it, watch it.
Also, this episode was shot in Kelowna, BC.
Oh, period. Love
And
that.
I want to say over the weekend too, I had discovered behind the scenes stuff has been popping out because they are currently filming season 3.
Yes, yes, and yeah, you want to go try to visit the set at some point.
I want to try to see what I can see.
Yeah,
It's roughly 6 to 13 hours away from me, so I don't know how realistic we are here, but
yeah.
I'm definitely going to try.
I love that. I hope that you manage to make that happen because that would be really awesome. And I think we would like to see anything you get from that, any clips or any photos.
Oh, and they also use a lot of forced perspective when shooting the Grover and the Polyphemus scenes.
Period.
Oh, And one more before I forget. Polyphemus's actor was a Cyclops in the first movie.
Oh, period. That's a fun fact. I love that. But that voice actor for Polyphemus is kind of eating. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
it's a real actor under all those 14 hours of prosthetic.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
No CGI there.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
They showed a little bit of all of that in the official podcast.
That is awesome. And honestly, that suit that actor is wearing has to be heavy.
I think
AF.
I don't remember if he had. I think they mentioned the weight, but I somehow missed it. But yeah,
it has to be heavy. There's no way. I don't even know how. No wonder it was. It looked like it was difficult to walk in. I'm with it being freaking 80 pounds, probably.
Yeah,
Like
it
it has
wild.
to be heavy. But he does it really well because in the scene we see Annabeth trying to like distract Polyphemus and with her like invisibility hat, like teasing him, talking about how Odysseus tricked him into and then stabbed him in the eyes or whatever. That's why his eyesight sucks now.
I thought that was like really clever for her
I
to
thought it
go
was
in and use her invisible hat. You know, come to think of it, she's been using that hat a lot this season.
she has. I've probably like at least
because
one two.
We know she used it on the beach when Clarice shows up.
Period.
With her undead army of people. Remember?
Yeah. Yes.
We were curious, how the hell are they being killed? That is why.
Yeah, she used it then, she used it here, and I'm pretty sure she used it somewhere else.
She used it on Luke's cruise ship as well, I think.
I think so too. That's what I was going to say.
I think it was used in the fight with the redheaded girl.
Yeah. Yes, I forget her name, but yes, I think so too. I was going to bring that up as well. It's been used like every other episode.
Which I love. Like, give me an invisibility hat.
Right, which is good and clever, and she's actually using it really well here in this fight with Polyphemus, or more so like a distraction for Polyphemus while Percy and them get their shit together. But in reality, they're kind of just doomed. They're kind of stuck there. Now Luke enters the chat. He's on the island now, and he grabs the fake fleece as he sees Annabeth running around. As this happens, Grover finds the real fleece. So we have the fleece now.
Grover used some kind of power, didn't he?
He smelled it.
Yeah.
He like sniffed it out.
Which is also kind of funny because it's like sniffing it out like a dog.
Yeah, he was. Exactly what I thought too during that scene. That's what it gave me. But the thing is, this whole time, there was a cave entrance, right? No, we didn't know this. Well, there has to have been, I guess, but why didn't, because we go to it, Clarice, after we get their fleece, Clarice, Grover, and Percy go to the entrance. Why did we not do this prior to this moment?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Sometimes, or one thing I notice about Percy, he doesn't think before he acts. He's very impulsive.
Right. Yes, he is. Which we see right here. Because we see this scene scared me.
Yeah, it scared me a little bit. I was a little worried.
I was worried. So we get to the exit of the cave, entrance and exit, whichever you want to say. And Polyphemus shuts the cave entrance, and we see Annabeth's kind of knocked out, bleeding in the corner here. And she looks bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was a little worried.
I was extremely worried. I was like, oh, I thought Annabeth was going to die because we talked about last episode how we thought there might have been a character death coming soon, and I really thought we were going to get one here.
Yeah.
Which we almost did. We almost did.
Yeah, I thought we were going to.
I really did, because we see Tyson enters the chat, saving the day again. How many times is this now? how many times?
It's been a while.
It's been several. I think every single issue they've had in any predicament they've been a part of, he's had to clean up the mess.
Yeah.
And also, I want to ask everybody.
Out of this episode, kind of makes me wonder how did they survive a season without Tyson?
Yeah. How did they They would have died. How did they survive season 1 without Tyson?
That's what I mean. Like, I was starting to be like, the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Tyson is the king. He does fight off Polyphemus after Polyphemus calls him his brother. Now, are all Cyclops siblings? Is this a thing? Does anyone know?
I think it is a thing.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. I was kind of confused at first, but then I was like, that probably tracks some way. So, that was crazy saying that just that whole scene being like Tyson was like, "You're not my brother. My brother is Percy. Percy is my brother. He don't act like you." I was like, "Girl."
I was like, Percy's not a great brother at times.
No, not at all. But Tyson fights Polyphemus and pushes himself off the ledge with Polyphemus, which was a iconic move, like sacrificing yourself for everybody.
That's the thing. It's saving yourself and putting yourself among the danger over someone else is starting to feel very much like a Poseidon thing.
Yes.
Because Percy does it all the time.
Yeah. I think you're right.
And then this episode, if you think about back, it's been going on the entire time, I feel like. But episode 6 is where I really noticed it.
Yeah, I agree. And I think both of them kind of do things where both of them in this episode do like very like on the spot things that maybe isn't the best decision, but ultimately is needed to happen for.
It's very think later, do now.
Yes. Which we see this because now Luke enters the chat and he announces that Annabeth is truly dying. And now we're between a rock and a hard place, literally, because now after all of this, like Clarice and Grover and Percy have to decide either to save Annabeth or to keep the fleece for themselves. Giving Luke the fleece, they all know, is a bad idea. And Clarice was not about it. She said, absolutely not. Annabeth would understand, but Percy does his big one to save Annabeth, snatches the fleece from her and gives it to Luke. Which was a good moment. I'm glad that happened. I would have been really actually mad, if I'm honest, if Clarice wouldn't have given the fleece up. I thought she was actually going to fight harder for the fleece, but Percy just kind of snatched it. But Luke takes the fleece and Annabeth with him while Tyson saves the day yet again, saving them from this cave, saying that Polyphemus is gone, will not be bothering them anymore. And then we see a brotherly hug happen, which was cute, I thought. I thought the hug was really cute.
This was one of the first. Throughout the whole entire season, Tyson and Percy haven't really seen eye to eye. Well, like, Percy hasn't really felt like he's his brother, but over the last few episodes, I can see that that's changing.
Yes, I can see that as well. And Tyson, I don't know. Tyson's really growing out. His character development for me is actually kind of the best.
Right.
Like, I think Tyson's grown the most. But I really love Tyson. And he comes in again at the end of the episode, coming in
Comes in
clutch.
clutch.
Comes in clutch while they try to figure out how they're going to retrieve Annabeth and the Fleece. He's like, I got us. Got us dangle dangle with his bracelet. And now we get 4 hippocampuses ending the episode with an amazing scene where they're like, we got this. We got this.
I don't. Maybe there's something to do with the mythological creature that I can't say.
The hippocampus?
Them. They're related to that bracelet somehow.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Poseidon is coming in clutch with his this bracelet because, yes.
Yeah, like I said, I was starting to think that Poseidon, I feel like Tyson and Poseidon may have met.
Yeah, me too. I think we might get a flashback of that in maybe the finale or something. I do think in that moment when Tyson was in the water standing on the ocean floor, I do think we saw Poseidon.
Yeah, because like all of a sudden he was able to breathe underwater.
Right. And it was kind of amazing. But this whole episode was really good. Like literally no real negative comment on this episode.
None whatsoever. I actually really enjoyed this episode.
Me too. My favorite episode I think is now this one.
We say that every episode.
I know, that's the problem. We do say it every episode. It's kind of crazy.
What was your guys' favorite episode?
Yes. What is y'all's favorite episode so far? And what was your favorite moment of this current episode that we just watched, episode 6? And what do we think is going to happen? Let us know all of your tea down below.
Immediately. Yes. Just kidding.
Immediately, right now.
I am getting ready.
Yes, we're sat.
Something like that. It does
something like that. We literally are sat, actually. Very sat.
Ooh. And did
Why, yes.
I'm gonna once again try to do this in 90 seconds.
Oh, the 90-second clock down on the timer.
If I can find it.
Not if we can find it. Oh.
I wish you could just drop it into the screen because I have the image.
Period. Why, yes.
Why no?
What? No, why, yes.
Okay, we're going to try it this way. Or not.
Technical difficulties on set.
And because of that, we're just going to dive into this without it. Woo! Okay. Percy Jackson S2 E6 for Sea of Monsters, 90 seconds. Book, Straight Quest for the Golden Fleece, no disguises. Show, undercover mission on the island to rescue friends and get the fleece secretly. Goal of the episode. In the book, find the fleece, save half blood. Show, rescue first, fleece is bigger part of the plan. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Tyson's role, book, travels with Percy's strong brother bonding arc. Show, separated because the main rescue target. Annabeth's characterization, book, smart but plans often fail, lots of improvising. Wait, she does that on the show too. Show, tactical leader, clearly running the mission. I would disagree with that. Monster encounters. In the book, random myth attacks, constant danger on the road. Show, fewer fights, more story-driven threats. Prophecy focus. Book, background mystery, not always mentioned. Show, constant reminder tied to every major decision, overall vibe, book, mythological road trip chaos, show, high stakes, high energy with long term setup.
Mm. I kind of like the book approach more. I would want like a random monster here and there, like along the way.
A little more danger.
Yeah, there hasn't been much since really the like on it. Like there has been obviously, but I mean, we got like a little bit like in the first episode we had that like on the way to camp kind of situation, and then we had the sirens. Obviously, we had Scylla, and then we had Polyphemus, but that's kind of it.
Polyphemus was a little too easy to beat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Tyson literally just tackled him off a cliff, and I'm assuming he drowned.
He probably drowned, and because Tyson has Poseidon abilities, he was able to breathe underwater.
Yeah, 100%. That's what my gut is telling me about that fight. But I agree. It was kind of like underwhelming in that sense because Polyphemus has been. We've seen Polyphemus being this smart being, so that's like the one thing I'd probably say was like kind of meh. But overall, best episode so far. Loved it. Loved that we got more characters in the same scenes together. Like we got Luke actually in a scene again with them. Tyson's back. Everyone's together. Grover's now with them too. So it's like kind of finally coming together here.
That being said, now if you guys are watching this show, keep in mind that apparently every episode seems to have a post credit.
Yes. Yes, which we did not know. We did not catch this at all.
I didn't
Neither
catch
of
it
us.
whatsoever.
Neither of us caught it.
It took me 3 times of just letting the credits roll to figure it out.
And we get one this episode, and it's just like a build up. We're going to go get with Luke. We're going to counter Luke. We got a Black Pegasus in there. We got little Kronos, maybe revival action going on. There's this week's episode is going to be wild.
I think we are going to return back to Luke's ship.
Yeah, me too. That's what it was giving. On our hippocampuses, yay!
Come on, hippocampuses.
Hippocampi.
I want like a actual shot of them, like closer.
Me too. It's always far away, and we don't actually see what they look like. I hope we finally get that reveal in this next episode.
I loved when Tyson was like, "Guys, meet Rainbow."
Oh, I know, me too. Tyson's so precious. I love Tyson.
I also love that one of the hippocampuses is named Rainbow.
Me too. We love that.
I also like the fact that they use a lot of. Now, obviously, we started Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Industrial Light and Magic is doing the special effects for this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I kind of love that, like, it in its own little way, it takes us back to Star Wars.
Yes. I love that too. We love that. We love that little nod, the little Disney nod. But yes, that is our episode. What overall thoughts on the episode? What do you guys think of the episode? Let us know down below.
I'm excited to see where we're going.
I'm excited to see how this season is going to wrap up.
I also love that Disney is all in with the show because they're out here shooting season 3 when season 2 hasn't finished airing.
Yes. So maybe they're trying to give it out on the quick.
I wouldn't be surprised because I think Disney wants to get stuff out on time as like the actors grow up or whatever. So I think we could see this maybe December 2025, 26, I mean.
Could see it. We could.
At the latest, we could also potentially see it early 2027.
Yeah, I think I would springtime 27 is what I would think right now, since it is already filming, which is exciting. I hope that's the case because that would be great. I'm really interested. I do think we're going to be kind of left on a cliffhanger. That's what my gut is telling me.
I feel like that's a potential event of how this ends. You
Yes.
know, I wouldn't even be surprised if we got like an after credits tease for
Mhm.
season 3.
I think that's definitely the case.
Because they obviously have to, they have footage.
Hmm.
I don't know how long they've been shooting, but they have footage. So
Who's to say? Who's
they could throw in a like 10-second nod or whatever.
Yeah.
I think see I personally want to read the third book again before we get to season 3.
Hmm.
Because I like doing these little book to show comparisons.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. You should. You got time. You got plenty of time.
I have other things I need to read, but yes.
But do we have any other thoughts on this episode? I thought it was really good. I'm really excited, but
It was a strong episode. It could have been longer,
mhm.
but other than that, no complaints.
I have no complaints either. What did you all think of this episode? Please let us know. I thought it was pretty great, but if you guys had anything that we missed, let us know what your opinions are. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Nerd Anthology Season 2 of Percy Jackson, Episode 6. Nobody gets the fleece. I we thank you so much for watching this episode, and come back Thursday where we are catching up to the newest episode, where we will be watching this, or talking all things episode 7 in our semi finale. But thank
I
you
can't
guys so
believe it's
much.
almost over.
I can't believe either. I can't believe it. We're almost there, guys. But thank you guys again so much for watching. Please like and subscribe down below, and follow our other socials in the link down below in the link tree. We appreciate you. Bye.